My sister is dancing in the airport again, and that can only mean one thing. We're headed back to Europe, and this time, Ireland. This is episode 1 in a 7-part series about Ireland. This series is going to be concentrating on the southern part of Ireland. In this episode, we head to Dublin, then we drive north to Newgrange. Ireland! Episode 1 of 7, Newgrange. First, we have to get there.
We took a direct flight to Ireland.
Yeah, we did. You know, the one reason is that a lot of Americans travel to Ireland is because it's one of the cheapest direct flights that you can get.
Right. Normally we have a layover, but we were able to fly directly there. We all agreed we'd nap on the plane, and that way, instead of wasting time when we get there, we could go see our first sight right away.
Yeah, he's right. Time for a travel tip. Okay, so we're in Ireland right now. We're in the airport, and look how the people are waiting. If you don't really want to do this, just bring carry-ons, and it won't be as stressful, and you'll be okay. See. Okay, so our rule in our family is that we get one carry-on and one backpack. After leaving the Dublin airport, the first thing we wanted to do was have breakfast.
Right. But we also wanted to get to Newgrange. Luckily, it was only about an hour away, and there were lots of places to eat breakfast there.
Yeah, we also had a good thing called the Full Irish.
Yeah, it has bacon, which is more like ham, sausage, baked beans, and puddings. But they're not really pudding. What are they?
They're blood sausages and sausages with grains.
Yep, and of course, eggs, tomatoes, and mushrooms.
We are at a very ancient place in Ireland, maybe even more ancient than the pyramids. It is called Newgrange, and it is a very, very fascinating place. You're about to go in, and I hope you have fun.
So we are going something older than the pyramids, and I don't know what it's called at all. And that's where we go in for like 2 hours or something. We're gonna come back, go to the hotel that's like an hour and a half away, and take a shower and follow our heads down. Bye.
As a family, we had decided we wanted to visit Newgrange. But right before we left, we learned that the exhibit center was going to be closed, and it can normally be a long wait to get a turn to go to Newgrange, because they only allow about 40 people at a time. So we decided to go straight from the airport and be one of the first ones there, and that worked. And it was just a short walk across this bridge to get on our bus.
Yeah, and the bus took us up a hill. It was a very relaxing bus. And when we got off, there was Newgrange. So when you get there, there's a little bit of the hill yet left. So you walk up that part, and there's the tour guide.
You have to have a tour guide with you in order to go inside.
As you walk up, the first thing that you notice is how big it is. Another thing you think about is how hard the ancient people must have worked to build it.
The entrance to the Newgrange site includes a door with a stone over the top of it and a smaller door that used to let light into the tomb.
Yeah, and that only happens on the summer and winter solstice.
It's a neat experience that they simulate when you go inside.
Our tour guide told us that the stone in front of the tomb was one of the best preserved examples of this form of ancient art.
Hi, we just went inside this building. This is a famous rock in Ireland that has been there for ages. We just went inside here, and it's pretty cool, but we can't go in because we already had a turn in, and they're also not allowed to. And there comes my mom and brother to talk in the chapel. They're coming on down for us. All of this stuff in this area is from ancestors of Ireland. And hand over to the star of this channel. Great, talker of the traveler.
Well, we just went in there. We can't really talk about it because it's sacred and stuff. But it's very, very...
It's not secret.
It's very amazing. And you can come here and go on it and you will love it. It really has a feel to it that makes you feel peaceful and calm. And that's all for now. Bye.
If you're afraid of the dark, do not go in there because they turn off the lights and it's very dark. Ow.
So after we went inside, we got to look around the side, look how neat the stones were placed. And keep in mind, they had no concrete holding us together. These are just stones carefully placed.
Right, and one of the neat things was to see how they used darker stones from other areas in conjunction with the white stone.
Yeah.
The tour guide told us that some of the stone had been brought from miles and miles away.
I mean, that's a lot of work for a person that lived like 5,000 years ago. Okay, so if you go to Ireland, we highly recommend Newgrange. Just stay tuned because next week we do Galway.
Happy bread, an ancient place. It does seem so ancient. But we're actually going to be there in a second. And it's older than pyramids.